Hey guys, what's up? In this video I'm going to be talking about my Mac Pro and the upgrades that I've done over the last year. So the first upgrade I did was my RAM upgrade. I went ahead and upgraded the RAM from 4 gigabytes of RAM all the way up to 16 gigabytes of RAM. Now I have not touched the RAM since then. That video is on YouTube. You can click right there to view that video now and then come back to this video. The next upgrade I did, well actually the next 3 upgrades I did were hard drive upgrades. I didn't film those because they are so simple to do on the Mac Pro. It's literally just screw in a hard drive, slot it in place on the drive sleds. Very easy upgrade. Don't have a video on it, but there are tons of videos on YouTube if you are interested on seeing how to do a hard drive upgrade. The last big upgrade I did inside the Mac Pro was I upgraded the graphics card. So the Mac Pro that I have originally came with the ATI Radeon X1900 XT. Now, at the time that that card was made, it was a good card. It wasn't a great card. It was an okay card. It was kind of the mid-level card. It wasn't the most expensive card. It wasn't the cheapest card. It was like the mid-range card that Apple offered. That card's okay. It's a very unreliable card. It has a very high tendency of crapping out. And the highest operating system that you can run on that graphics card is Mac OS X Lion. Doesn't matter if your computer is supported or not, that card only supports up to Lion, so it will hold your system back regardless of what Mac Pro you had, whether it be the 2006, 7, 8, 9, and so on. So that was gonna need to go to modernize this Mac Pro, and I went ahead and went with the NVIDIA GeForce GTS 8800. Now, this is not the most expensive card out there, and you can find them on eBay very cheap. I think I paid about $30 for mine. But in the end, it was a very necessary upgrade because now my graphics card is compatible with those newer operating systems, which leads me to the final upgrade that I did on this machine. Is I actually installed Mac OS X Yosemite. Now, why did I install Yosemite? Well, number one, we know Yosemite is stable on the 2006 Mac Pros. It has never had a real big issue. Yes, you can install El Capitan, and maybe someday I will go ahead and take it to that point. But for now, I'm perfectly comfortable with leaving it on Yosemite. I can run everything I need to run and have no problems. I can use the current versions of Adobe Premiere, Photoshop. I have up-to-date software with the Mac App Store. And there's really no reason for me to go any further beyond Mac OS X Yosemite. Now, the installation process of installing this was very easy. I used 64 to 32, and it guided me right through the process, and I created a bootable thumb drive. Now, the one thing to note with this graphics card, because it is not an official Apple graphics card, you do not get the Apple boot screen. So one precaution I did take prior to doing this was I set my primary boot drive to a thumb drive which had Yosemite installer on it. That way the computer, when it booted up, it just booted to the thumb drive and skipped the OS X Lion installation that was on the hard drives. So once I installed it, it was pretty much all good to go. So in reality, can the 2006 and 2007 Mac Pros be brought up into the current generations? Yes, absolutely they can. All you have to do is take the time and put a little bit of money into the system to really get the performance you need out of them. Would I buy another 2006 Mac Pro again? Absolutely. If it means I can run just as good of an operating system as the current day Mac Pros and still have the full capabilities of a classic Mac Pro design, absolutely, I'll buy another 2006. I have had no problems with my 2006 Mac Pro and love my 2006 Mac Pro. That's it for this video, guys. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out of here. Peace!